All right, it's 9:30, November 8th. Welcome to the weather update. And a literally clear day all day long. Very mild, but a clear day all day long. Here's your offshore storm here. But over us, literally no clouds at all. A little bit of clouds over there over the Great Lakes, but literally nothing. Literally just completely clear over the entire East Coast. Look at that. Nothing. That's just amazing right there. But it was very mild today, and I thought we'd see some fall foliage, and I went out east, thinking that by now, my gosh, the oaks have got to be changing. And then I was riding the train out there, and there was some color, some pictures I took from the train on the Port Jefferson line. You can see these are maple trees here that are changing pretty nicely. There's another one, and there's a pitch pine right over there. But when I got to out east, the oaks, literally, there's not much color going on in the oaks. I didn't see any in the pine barrens. Very little. I mean, it was starting, but it still needed another week. And Wildwood, really, I went to Wildwood State Park, and that's the other thing. Wildwood State Park, the surf was very high due to that storm. So here's some of the pictures that I took. You could see some overwash here. You can see that here. We'll pull that out. You can see some overwash here. I have a video, so you'll see that later. I had never seen the Long Island Sound that rough. It was very rough, almost like the ocean. There's another picture. You get the idea of how rough it was. So it's very unusual to see that with the Long Island Sound to be that rough. But anyway, that's all because of this storm here. It's just stirring up the ocean, and there was literally some actual flooding going on there on this Long Island Sound side of things. One of the structures there that's like a, I don't know, like a beach shack or whatever, at the bottom of the stairs at Wildwood, the whole front was underwater. So you'll see in the video. But again, really impressive to see that. This is a satellite loop again, not a cloud in the sky, just completely clear. Looking at our current temperatures, you will see temperatures are in the mid-40s. Of course, just a little tired. Mid-40s, 42 at Carl Place, 48 at Farmingdale, 45 at Islip, 45 at Shirley, 36 in West Hampton. But it cooled off quite substantially tonight compared to how warm it was during the day. 60, still hanging on to around 60 in the city. And if you're in New Jersey, let's see what we're doing there. They're also getting some radiation. 43 downtown Toms River, 39 west of Toms River. All right, so let's go look at the highs and lows of the day. We'll start with the lows. And it was a pretty chilly morning across the area again. 30 in West Hampton for a low. 43 at Shirley, 44 at Islip, 37 in Carl Place. So temperatures generally upper 30s, low 40s. But in the Pine Barrens, it was around 30. And then if we go into the city, lows were more closer to the upper 40s. And then as we look into New Jersey and the Pine Barrens there, they probably also had similarly cold readings as well. 37 west of Toms River and 33 at Lakehurst. Still not quite as cold as West Hampton. So now let's look at the high temperatures for the day. And it was quite mild today. You can see mid-60s. So we were expecting a high around 61. Islip got up to 64 degrees. And this was with a north wind. All right, 64 degrees for a high at Islip, 63. That's one hell of a range. 30 degree plus in the Pine Barrens. 63 for a high in West Hampton. 66 at Farmingdale. 64 in Carl Place, so mid-60s across much of the area. And let's see, maybe New Jersey was even warmer. Let's see how it was in Toms River for their highs, because I have a feeling it was even warmer there. 66 in downtown Toms River, 65 west of Toms River, 67 at Lakehurst. So they could have a chance of hitting 70, I think, one day this week for sure. But way above normal. Just to give you the latest perspective. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I'm just tired. Just to give you the latest perspective of how warm it was. Let's go to the climate statement for the day. Islip. All right, so today's high at Islip is 65. All right. Normal high is 56, so we're 9 degrees above normal. All right, 9 degrees above normal, so that is significant. So let's go to the models here, and you see that big storm out there. There's a huge storm out in the middle of the ocean that's kind of just been taking its time, meandering. It's finally going to start moving, shifting east. You can see, look at how tight those isobars are. But finally, we have high pressure that stays in control. And we have a weak front moving through tomorrow night. More fair weather for Wednesday into Thursday. Sorry for yawning. And then we see the next cold front come approach us on Friday. That would bring our next chance of rain. And then colder air arrives behind that cold front for the weekend. Look at that. Even some clipper type systems. So things are going to really start cooling off by the middle of the month. And hopefully by then, the leaves will have changed, hopefully. But they may just turn brown and fall off on these oaks, which is going to be a disappointment because I always look forward to seeing the scarlet oaks change. So let's get a little closer here and we'll take a look at our temperatures. Well, I'll put the dew point up here first, so it just shows you the wind flow. So you can see dew points in the mid-40s there. All right, so mid-40s, still dry air. The winds go more westerly tomorrow. That's what's going to make it feel a lot warmer. Wednesday, winds go a little more north to northwesterly, and that's going to bring maybe a little bit of lower temperatures on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we have more of an east to onshore flow. That will keep the temperatures down, probably, especially on Long Island. And then you can see there's all that warm air surging up ahead of the cold front. That's humidity air, so that'll bring some rain. That'll be Friday. And then cold, dry air comes in, and really cold air for the weekend. We'll see a big cool down with west winds. Even though the winds are going to be from the west, because the cool air is going to go over the Midwest first, it'll be a lot cooler. So when we look at our temperatures here, you'll see as we get tonight we'll probably have lows probably around 40 degrees, but 30s is still possible for the Pine Barrens tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be warmer, and being that we're warmer than the models predicted for today, I think we're going to see highs probably upper 60s tomorrow, maybe even 70 degrees in a lot of areas. Tomorrow's going to be quite warm. It backs off a little bit on Wednesday to maybe the mid-60s like we had today. And then for Thursday, we see more of that onshore flow, which will keep the temperatures down across Long Island, probably low 60s. Then Friday, we have all that cloud cover and rain, so it's not, even though it's going to be in the low 60s, the sun won't be out, so it won't get that warm. And then here we are, once you get to the weekend, you'll see here that the cooler air moves in, and look at that, highs only around 50 on Saturday and Sunday. We may only be in the mid to upper 40s, so we're going to have some really cold, much colder air coming in by the weekend, much more normal for November to see that colder weather. So let's look at the skies here, and you'll see. I know I could look at the HRRR, but there's no real point in it. So plenty of sunshine. Probably not going to be that many clouds around tomorrow. This front brings some clouds overnight until Wednesday morning. Then it clears out later on Wednesday, and then we're dealing with more clouds Thursday and obviously Friday. But then look at that Saturday, we'll probably have some sunshine once again. So let's look at some of the other models here. RGEM for the skies. Let's do that. So here's your skies for tomorrow, and it looks like tomorrow's just another mostly sunny day again. And Wednesday we have these clouds come through the overnight period, but then boom, we're clear again by late morning. We have mostly sunny skies again. Thursday we'll have some increasing high clouds, but it really doesn't look like all that much on this model. So plenty of sunshine for the next couple of days, but it's going to be quite mild. That's for sure. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.